23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Intercepted.
I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Nick Chubb taking it in. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for
receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And in inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Mayfield to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. It's complete to Snead. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Willie Snead.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Operating from the gun. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Pushing his way inside the 40. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
15. First down, Browns.
They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Complete.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Ravens, nothing.
From the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Switch. Check nine.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Name, how about your respect?
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. And you got caught in between and created a foul.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Snead's got it. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD.
Austin Seibert on for the point.
So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 42 yards. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll run here with Ingram. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And again, it's Ingram. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd and 1, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Mayfield on play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And, oh, what a catch that time by Landry.
Mayfield.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
2nd and 12. Play action. It's Jackson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 39-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
It's 2nd and inches.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. To throw, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Browns.
1st down, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Number 13,
Odell Beckham.
Touchdown.
46 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Extra point is good.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
At the 38-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 36 yards on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stop short of the goal line.
So it'll be second and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 1. One more time with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
Good.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Here's second and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on. And this one no different as we come up on a first and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll get this one to Switzer. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Nick Chubb, already his second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Browns add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Browns 28, Ravens 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge.
9 brings up 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Ravens 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
By the Browns.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Browns 42, Ravens 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for Pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Another run here with Dobbins. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
A gain of 3.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
One last shot for Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So Cleveland able